Hello guys, in this video tutorial I will show you how to create the fastness connection for two plates in Fasteners Workbench. Let's go to the part Workbench and let's create here two plates with holes. Let's create the box and change the general dimension of this box. We will make the plate from this box. Let's set some dimension and the height will be the thickness of plate, and let's change the length 40 millimeters, 100 is big. Let's make the 80, I think it's good. Let's copy, Ctrl C, and change the dimension of another box, the second box. It will be the second plate, and change the position of this plate we have to change X, Y and Z position. So now let's change the Z position for 2 millimeters and set the -2. Okay, it looks good. Now let's create the hole for these plates. We will be using the cylinder primitive. Let's change the radius of the cylinder. 4 millimeters radius, it is 8 millimeters diameter, and change the height, change the position in that direction, and X and Y direction. Let's in right side of this plate, let's change in X direction, and let's copy this cylinder and make the Boolean operation for one plate and one cylinder, and for another cylinder and plate let's make the Boolean operation, and we have the two plates with hole. Let's create the another hole, make the refine true for these plates, and let's create to another cylinder. Let's change the radius, it will be some bigger, it will be 4 millimeters radius, and let's change the Y and X position of this cylinder, and let's make the copy and Boolean operation for first and second plate and cylinder. Let's choose it here, and now we have two plates with holes. So now let's go to the Fasteners Workbench, and here if you doesn't have it, you can download it in add-on manager. You can find it here. It's called Fasteners. Make the install, and after that you will restart the FreeCAD and can activate the Fasteners Workbench. So you can create the screw and nuts using the edges of surfaces of the body, and here you have some settings of the Fasteners Workbench. Let's choose the edge of the hull and create the screw, but now we have the screw some bigger than we have the hull. You can change the mount of this creation screw. Let's delete it and create the internal thread of the screw, and now we have the hole and screw M8. Okay, so for another plate, let's choose the edge and create the nut. Choose it and let's choose some nut. Let's choose it, and you have to make the invent, and now we have the correct position of nut. Let's activate the screw and nut. Okay, it looks good for two plates, and let's show the thread of the nut and screw, and it is full geometry of this nut and screw. And let's repeat this operation for another hole of the plates. Okay, let's choose another screw. Now it's correct, and let's hide the space using bottom space and the screw, and let's add some nut. It will be bigger nut than previous, and like invent, and now let's show the screw, and we have the connected two plates using screw with nuts. You can activate the thread showing here, and we have the full geometry. Okay, let's hide the screw. We have the thread, you can see it here. Let's activate the screw, and you also can generate the spreadsheet with your screw and nuts. You can see it here. It automatically to paste the all geometry which you can have in the document, and you can generate the simple bodies, and for example export these bodies to FreeCAD without Fasteners Workbench. Okay, you have the different settings, because the nuts and screws is parametric models. Yes, you can save it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. That's all.